So I just finished watching The Road to El Dorado on Netflix because it's on there, and I watched it once when I was really young, and then I watched it once in college, and then I just rewatched it now. And every single time, I'm more and more enjoying this movie. The soundtrack's pretty good. Well, it's alright. But the lyrics are kind of interesting if you really pay attention to the lyrics. And then, I don't know, just that the two main characters, Tulio and Miguel, I don't know how to pronounce his name. They're just, and the horse, of course, is awesome, but, like, that they show, like, an actual male friendship that isn't romantic, and that, you know, the whole, like, it's a story about El Dorado, but it's more a story of their friendship and, like, how they work together on things, and, like, how they kind of, they run scams, sort of, in Spain, and then they kind of con these natives into thinking they're gods, and, well, that was kind of a mistake, but they work together for the most part, and they actually, like, and they complement each other, because Tulio's more of the worrier, the planner, the thinker, and Miguel, it's not spelled that way, but that's how it's said in the movie. He's the action guy, the one who's going out and exploring, the adventure guy. Even though they both want adventure, Tulio's more of the person who's going to be like, what's going to go wrong? How are we going to get out of this? Whereas Miguel's more of like, oh my god, this place is so pretty, let's go explore it. But it works for them because they work together really well. And I will say, one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when they get on to the longboat, and, like, they've lost all their food, they have no idea where they are, you know, the boat just, you know, is gone. They're stuck there with a horse who just ate a bunch of apples, I think all their apples, and Miguel's like, well, look on the bright side, it could be, and it starts pouring, and Tulio's like, you weren't just about to say worse, were you? And he's like, no, not at all, nope. And it's just hilarious, and oh yeah, the soundtrack's playing in the background, because it's alright. I'm beginning to like it more and more, but it's just that they celebrate this male friendship that isn't romantic and isn't turned into anything, and also with the introduction of a girl in between the two, essentially, like, it pisses Miguel off at first, and, like, he's still upset at Tulio, but, you know, he's still like, you know, you're still my friend, and I'm still gonna help you, even though I'm kind of pissed at you at the moment. And that's really awesome to see. It's really kind of like a heartwarming story, and then, you know, it's just hilarious, it's funny, you know, your horse just bit me on my butt, and just fun little, like, things, too, and I don't know, it's really good, because, like, I think the girl, her name's Chow, something like that, I think she sees their friendship, and, like, she kind of seduces Tulio, essentially, but at the same time, she's not trying to get in between them, and, you know, and kind of Miguel and her kind of have, like, a little interaction near the end, where it's kind of like, he forgives her for kind of coming in between them, and she's like, I'm not trying to. Not words, obviously, but I think that's what it was trying to convey, was that she was trying to say, like, you know, you guys are still friends, I'm not gonna get in between that. And it's just really sweet, and then the horse just provides comedic effect, of course. So, yeah, and then I don't know, it's such a good movie. Like, it's not great, like, it's kind of a predictable plot and all that, but it's just like, it's just this really funny, kind of awesome movie that you can just watch when you want something fun to watch that's not gonna tax your brain cells, I guess. But I don't know. I'm really liking this movie. It's very strange though, because it's almost like, so for the historical part of it, it's based right before Cortez and the Spanish conquerors or conquistadors come to invade what is now, I want to say Middle America. I don't know why. So in that, and the legend of El Dorado, the city of gold, like that's always been around. And so it's like the historical part, it's very interesting. They do portray Cortez as like the villain of the story almost. Like he's the one that you don't want to show up, the one you don't want to like interact with, the one you want to avoid as much as possible. And the two main characters, Tulio and Miguel, they're also from Spain, but they're not there to conquer. Tulio's definitely motivated by gold, but he's not there to like take advantage. He is, but like not in the same way as the conquistadors. He's not there to conquer and take advantage of. He's just there to take some gold and leave. Like that was his plan the entire time, was take some gold and leave. Whereas for the conquistadors, it was take the gold, conquer the place, put them all under our rule, and then and that's how they portrayed them as the better people, and the people who'd stop the sacrificing. And it's very interesting how they kind of overlaid like current morals over like something historical. So I don't know. I just really enjoy it so much. And the basketball game, essentially it's a basketball game. That was just funny because the poor armadillo. So all in all, I would recommend the movie if you're looking for something fun. And apparently Elton John sings the music. For the music people out there, I guess. I do like one of the songs that I think, because I haven't heard all the lyrics yet, but I think is basically kind of saying like adventure is awesome, and I agree with this. So yeah, that's it.